everybody. Let me get that hair under control and get those glasses off. So welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. I know I missed a week. It's because I was out last week, which I'll show you here in a minute why I was out. And so we'll be just starting up this week. This will be season 5, episode 19. So we got a lot for you. Trip to Port Aransas. Our normal trash in the hood, 3 weeks this time, and not the normal 2. And then I'll have some other miscellaneous stuff for you as well, plus a little spirit time as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Here's our Trash in the Hood. Dark Frog Social Media presents Trash in the Hood, weeks 111 through 113. Hey everybody, welcome to week 111, day 1. So you see here we found the usual stuff we find on a Monday morning. There's a couple of liquor bottles and of course the beer cans, and we found a stick, like some sort of marker, and the normal bits of trash that you normally find, plus about 25, 27, maybe 30 cigarette butts. Here is day 2, a different route, which, by the way, I take a different route every day. So I always find something. And then there's a road sticker that shows how they're coming off the road now. They were put on there years ago. And the various beer cans and soda cans and juice cans and a bunch of miscellaneous trash. A lot of the miscellaneous trash, like you see here, is very odd sometimes. So we have a work rag, a lot of beverage container lids, some cigarette boxes, and then this time a bunch of Cat 5, maybe even Cat 6 cable that looked like may have been used from a communications truck or telecommunications company or something like that. So it's very odd. So some more oddness here is underneath everything was a t-shirt or a towel. It would look, I don't know, some kind of combination, maybe terry cloth. A bunch of the usual trash, and it's really hard to pick these up for us, but we try our best. Also try to use the grabber rather than use our hands, because we don't want to get contaminated of any sort. Not that there is any, but just in case. And then here you see here our record for the year, 91 cigarette butts. This was down hatch, up El Salito, around the pond, and through a couple of side streets, and we found a lot of stuff. Cigarette boxes and more beer cans and beer bottles and beverage lids and everything. It's the 2 main streets, Hatch and 620, get a lot of stuff just thrown out the windows and maybe fall off of trucks. This one here, you see a mat from a car way underneath everything, and then of course the usual plastic and trash and whatnot. A lot of weed eater wire, and some more cigarette boxes, a couple of pencils. They were good. We also found a set of keys that I did post, but no one has replied that they want them. And then on this route, it was interesting. We only found about 7, I think there's 6 or 7 cigarette butts, so very low smokers in that area. Interesting to note, for the first time in well over a year, I got negative feedback for my picking up trash. I think it was more that I was actually posting it somewhere. I not only put it on this show, but I put it on nextdoor.com, because it is about my neighborhood. And so I have a good rapport with the admins there. I don't post anything that they're opposed to. And so it has haven't had any issue for quite some time. Now this individual posted, "Yeah, we get it. You're posting stuff about trash. I wonder how many times you've posted this." Well, the thing is, it's not the same trash every time. So it's not like I'm posting the same thing and just posting again and again. And 2, I'm very surprised that you would have a negative feedback about that. With all the things that are on nextdoor.com, this will be the one that you're going after? I don't get it, but I got plenty of positive feedback, and I also responded to that young lady and said, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Thanks a lot. So no need to add more negativity onto her negativity. So yeah, there we go. All right, so we're going to do a quick Zen moment from some of the pictures that I got. Actually, This will probably be a different, no, maybe a combination of different things, some from maybe the Port A trip as well. And then we'll go into the Port A trip. So here we go. Okay, and there you have it, the beach. So that was a nice kite that I saw when I was there, and so it was interesting. So I thought I'd bring it to you. So now I'm going to show a little bit of the trip that my friend and I took to Port Aransas, and just give some voiceover on that, and then we'll move into the brunch. So here we go. And there you go, Port Aransas. We stayed at a very nice condominium place that I found online. If you're interested in knowing what condominium it is, since they're not paying me, you will have to direct message me, and then I'll give you the name of it. It was good. It was a good place. We were stayed in an efficiency. It was really nice, facing almost directly facing the beach. So that was real nice. We got to see a lot of that. Spend a lot of time out there. Did some driving around, some more places that aren't paying me. So I'll just quick note: Donut Palace, good place, good donuts, nice people there. Also the 361 bar with bartender Sam. Though it was her last day, she did a great job of keeping us hydrated with plenty of drinks, beer, and then these wonderful Jello shots that we had quite a bit of, and so it was fantastic. Again, bed was nice, everything was real nice. Check-in was easy, so it wasn't a problem at all. So if you want to know anything more about that condo in Port Aransas, please let me know. We were probably also maybe 5 minutes away from, 5 to 7 minutes away from the ferry landing itself. So that made it easy when we were leaving. So we were able to get on there early, and one of the first ones to get on the boat that morning. So it was real easy. It wasn't a long wait at all. So, all right. So there was my Port Aransas trip. Also, now I'm going to take you back to Snooze because I know they've been on here before. Again, Snooze is not a contributor to the Javier in the Air channel, but it is a good place to eat, not too far away from me, and fantastic food. So let me show you where I was yesterday. And here we are at Snooze. So we started off with some drinks, and this was a lavender lemonade that they had for their fall special. And so my friend decided to try it, and she liked it. Her husband had the mocha with extra mocha, which kind of stunned the waitress, but there you have it. And you can even see some going out the sides because they did drizzle heavy mocha syrup on top of the whipped cream on there. I had the pumpkin latte, which wasn't called pumpkin spice. It was pumpkin latte, and it did have some pumpkin flavor in it, but it had mostly pumpkin spice. But it wasn't bad. And so then this is one of their well-known dishes, which is their bacon. It's kind of a candied bacon, not quite like First Watch, but it is quite good. So we had some of that. And then on the other side of the table, they had this is a corned beef hash along with fried eggs and some tortillas, or scrambled eggs and then some tortillas. For some reason, the shot I had of James didn't come through, but he had the San Juan tacos. I just stuck with the latte for yesterday morning. There we go. So that was Snooze. Again, not a donator for Javier in the Air. So I forgot to mention in the beginning, for those of you who may not have seen my show before, welcome. For those of you who have, welcome back. I know it's been 3 weeks and not the normal 2, and that's because I didn't get back in time from Port Aransas and have the energy to be able to do the show. So we're having here, and then it'll be back to our every 2 weeks. So I do have a tasting next week of New Zealand and Australian wines, so that should be a good one. Hopefully, I haven't gotten a lot of feedback yet, so I don't know if I'm going to have to cancel it due to lack of number of patrons, but we'll see. So now that we've gotten all that done, one of the last things, but last but not least, thing that we have for the show is our spirit times. So that should be a good one. I have something definite here for that, and we're going to go into that now. Dark Frog Social Media presents Spirit Time. This week, Monster Cave by Hop Butcher. Hey everybody, welcome back to the first Spirit Time in quite some time, as we've been having some other drinking sections or segments, depending on how you want to say it. But here we are again. I have another good one for us, hopefully good. I think it's extra special. I found this again out from my friends at the Boutique, a beer bottle shop here in Cedar Park. If you get a chance, go visit it. Again, no one sponsors for this show, so I don't want to hear it. All right, this is a triple IPA. That's right, a triple IPA. So this is called Monster Cave, and it's brought to us by the folks out in Chicago, Illinois, Hop Butcher. This is Hop Butcher. I believe it's brewery. They may have another name for it, but I'm going to call them brewery. If they have a problem, they can come on my show, and we could talk all about what the real name of your place is. Hop Butcher, Monster Cave, triple IPA. Supposed to have notes of citrus, something called dank greens, which I'm thinking lettuce, but I can't be right, and white grapes. So let me show you the artwork because I think it's fantastic. I love getting these out at the boutique. Some of the best um, artwork that I've seen, and definitely that I've seen for beers. Now I'm saying, I know, that I'm not talking about classic artwork that you find in the museum. I'm just talking about normal run-of-the-mill, on the street people, artists who have these fantastic paintings and drawings and artistry that they do for the beer industry. So this is Monster Cave. So let's get to it and see what we got. And again, there's been some argument as to whether you should tap the top of a beer can or not, or any soda can, anything that's under pressure before you open it. Now, I know there's science behind it, but let's not talk about the science for now because I know what they're going to say. But do you tap the top of your can when you open it up? And if you do, why? And if you don't, why? I know if you don't, it's because you're a bastion of evil, but that's something else altogether. Let's not put our own emotions in it. So here we go. I have one of my favorite Adelbert's beer glass for me to drink. So in true IPA form, it has that citrusly yellow golden look to it, which I think comes out a little bit. No, this actually comes out pretty good today. Sometimes it comes out a little bit orange with the lighting, but I think it turned out pretty good. So, take our first whiff of it. Definitely very high on the citrus notes. Maybe a little of the white grape that they're talking about. I don't know what dank greens actually are, so I can't say whether I'm smelling them. I don't think I am because I do smell the grape and I do smell the citrus. And then also a little bit of the hops. So let's give it a whirl, see what we got. This is actually quite good. It's not as strong as I thought it would be. Sometimes on IPAs, if you haven't had it in a while, the strength of it will knock you back a little bit. Speaking of the strength of it, I don't know if there's an ABV on here. So let me see if I can find it for us. So while I'm talking about strength, I'm talking about the flavors that come through for an IPA, specifically for an IPA. So let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's a government warning. There's the cool can. Oh, here we go. This is 10.5% ABV. So actually right up my alley, just the way I like it. And so it's got it right in the alcohol content. It's really good as far as the, if you like IPAs, it's definitely for you. It gets that citrus taste to it. It's not overly strong. You're not being overwhelmed by IPA, as I've had with some of the double IPAs. And this being a triple, I thought it would be really over the top, but it's not at all. So I can taste the notes in there. Definitely a good, really good whole beer. I've never had anything from Hop Butcher. You guys are doing good. I'm going to give y'all 7 thumbs up. 7 thumbs up for your beer. I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10 stars, which is a new thing I started doing today. 9 out of 10 stars for your artwork. I think the artwork is really great. It says who did it. I can't see it anymore, but if you go to the Hop Butcher site, you can look up Monster Cave and it'll show you who did the artwork for the can. Fantastic artwork, by the way, once again. 7 thumbs up. Really good beer. At 10.5%, I recommend doing this more towards the end of the night. You definitely don't want to drink this with heavy food because it's already going to be kind of heavy on your stomach anyway. It's not heavy on the palate, but it can add up in your gut when you're drinking some of these. So I would have this maybe after a meal or in lieu of a meal. It's not crunchy and chewy like it's got anything in it, but it's definitely a 10.5%. You're definitely going to feel this, so you want to at least have something along with it, or have had a good meal beforehand. Or if you're just able to handle high alcohol like I am, then you just have it whenever the hell you want. So There you have it, Hop Butcher. We will be doing our pumpkin beer tasting. I think we're going to do that in different segments, and hopefully we can get one out. We can get one done next week so that the following week you'll get to see the pumpkin beer segment. So there you have it, Monster Cave by Hop Butcher. All right. And there you have it, everybody. Another episode in the books. Thank you, everyone, for watching the show. If you like the show and you'd like to watch more of it, please subscribe to my channel. That's Javier in the Air, not on the air. And there's also another Javier in the Air. I don't know how we both got the same ones. But this is a helicopter guy. Nothing against him, but he's not my show. So be sure when you look up Javier in the Air, you see this ugly mug, and it's talking about beer and other things, specifically around the Cedar Park, Austin area. So if you want to be on the show and you have something passionate you'd like to talk about, whether it's beer or not, definitely I would love to have you on the show if you'd like to co-host for an episode or two. I think that'd be great. We may do some topical discussions. Of course, nothing religious, nothing political, but there's a lot of other stuff out there that we can talk about. If you want to be a patron, which hasn't happened yet, be sure and let me know, and we can figure things out. All right, so next week, or in 2 weeks, we'll have the pumpkin beer tasting. We'll talk a little bit about gardening. We'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the Austin Cedar Park area coming up for the holidays, which the holidays being Halloween, and then, of course, Thanksgiving, and then, of course, Christmas. We're heading towards the end times, by the way. And then we'll go from there and see. I'll see if I've gotten anything growing enough in the garden to post it. All right, everybody. If you'd like to see something on the show that you haven't seen, please let me know. If you have any thoughts, comments, or concerns, also let me know. Otherwise, you have a good week, and I will see y'all again next time. Thanks a lot.